What's good? We are live. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes, guys. Let me figure out how to share my screen on the phone. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome, welcome. We are here. It's my first time doing it on my phone. Super lit that we can even do this. Yeah, but super excited. I'll be way more prepared for this next time, guys. Still working it. It's been a while. It's been about, haven't been on live streams on here since 2022. So yeah, bear with me. But today, matter of fact, I'm going to have a couple guests. If you guys want to hop on screen, you're more than welcome to. Um, if not, all good. We're definitely gonna go over some stuff today that are major key. Definitely want to make sure you guys are, you know, intrigued of what's going on, and I want you guys to understand what I'm talking about. So if you guys have any questions throughout this live stream, make sure to tap it into the or type it into the comments, and we can display those comments, or I can just read them privately. But I can definitely help you guys with whatever you may need. So let's get started. Gonna a little all over the place this morning, but getting straight to it because we're trying to stay consistent here. We're going to stay consistent because CRMF, they deserve better. In the last few years, we've been growing this company all alone, which not just me, but a lot of people in the back end team are doing this on all on themselves, meaning they're doing things that I may not ask them to do. They just do it on themselves. And having people like that around you is definitely key to growing and being able to have people help you, figure out ideas or help you understand what to use, what tools to use, what trades to take. And I have a lot of those people around me. And I love those people. The people keep me on my toes, make sure I know exactly what's going on and all that. So it's really important for me to do that for you guys as well. So definitely, tap into the Discord group if you haven't already, and get a one-on-one call with me if you need it. But make sure you guys don't hesitate. Subscribe to the channel because all we talk about is money making moves. It's all about today trading, and definitely want to show you guys a little bit of the trades that I'm in right now. We're live trading, so make sure if you are someone that's trading, take some risk management. Understanding what you need to do is key, and not just always just going with what everyone just tells you what to do. We want to make sure that we're doing the right things. So don't just follow me because I'm doing it. Follow me because you know that I'm doing it correctly. So yeah, let's get it. All right, so I added myself in here so I can share my screen. So if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my laptop. Soon, hopefully, get a different computer with a webcam that looks like this cam. This is my phone, nice and clear. I love it. Let's get it. I usually play music, you guys know that, but I don't want to be I don't want it to go into you know, not being able to display in all countries because of music. So I'm just gonna keep it simple today. So if you do want to be added to the stream, make sure you guys comment down below if you do. If you just want to watch the stream normal, you can definitely just go tap into the YouTube channel, Chaz Zaire, if you guys want to just watch it normal. But if you want to be on the screen, definitely let me know in the private comments that you want to be on the screen. We can, answer your questions right then and there, or you can type in your comments in the comment area. So let me know. If not, I'm just gonna share my screen with you guys. Do 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 do. Bring up my trading view. Trading views. Oh man, oh man. It's been going well. Trading view is the place to be if you're a trader. If you don't know what trading view is, you are under a rock. You need to get in the loop, guys. If you don't know what trading view is, you're not a real trader. Basically, that's an area to where you look at charts, you get ideas, get news. You can use different brokers on here. Um, Not that you can't use any other trading platforms. TradingView is just a very great platform to use for broaden, um, you know, ways of looking at the market. So you can look at crypto, you can look at forex, you can look at futures, you can look at commodities, you can look at stocks, you can look at everything on TradingView. So let me share my screen with you guys so you can see what TradingView looks like. Da-da-bum-bum. Okay, so I think I need to make myself. Oh no, I'm still learning this as if it was Zoom. I'll be looking for the green little arrow. This is better than Zoom. I have to remember that. So, all right, guys. I believe you can see my screen. Let me double check. Yes, you may see my screen. I'm gonna put it on screen now. Do do do. It's just loading. Let's make sure that it's there. Oh, there I am. Oh, I moved it. I made it smaller. Why did I do that? How did I do that? There it goes. All right. Let me put myself here and you guys can see me. Perfect. All right. Now we're up there. So you guys see Trading View, and this is basically what it looks like. I have the white version, meaning white clear background. You do the dark version, and it has a darker background, so you can be in the night owl if you're one of those type of people, which I was. But I think I like the white view of everything now. It looks so much cleaner. Um, so and again today, guys, I'm a little drained. Like I feel so tired. I gotta wake up. So with that, I wanted you guys to understand though. We're on Trading View, right? We're all about how to learn about trading. What's the number one thing that I've learned about trading is that learning from others could be a lot. And so you have to pick and choose what you want to, learn about and teach yourself. So for me, when I heard about how futures and crypto can make you much more money than just traditional forex trading, that was my go-to. So I only trade crypto, which can be considered a commodity, not a commodity, a metal. So such as gold, silver, bronze, those can be considered cryptos as well. But for this sake, for you guys to understand, these are called metals. So within this particular industry, within gold, gold is super lucrative. It can be very, very, I'll say, uh, risky. Oops, oopsies. Did I exit? Okay, it could be very risky. But at the same time, it's very well worth it. Let me make sure that you guys can tap into the actual YouTube channel and not have to watch it on the StreamYard. If you guys want to watch it on the YouTube channel, here I'll just gonna copy paste this. Ba-dum-bum, so you can leave comments there too. Da, da, and I will leave this in the mentorship area so you guys can tap in. I actually posted the StreamYard. So if you guys want to be on screen, that's where you go. But if you just want to watch it, go here. Use this link instead. Excuse me. Um, and that might take you to the other video. Hold on, guys. Like, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Did it? Usually, so much easier to do it this way. Oh well, I did it from the streaming. Yeah, exactly. So let's do it from the YouTube. Go to my channel if you guys haven't already. You guys can watch it on there. Oh, Brian was texting me. I love Barnes. Make sure. Uh, let me get that for you real quick. And then we'll touch bases on, in this particular month right now is July. All we're touching bases on is about the mindset. And so we'll go over that a little bit today as well. The mindset, as well as, like I was telling you, commodities are lit. But like if I was to tell you what market to start trading in, I would definitely suggest gold. It's not as high volatile as futures such as US 30 or um, SP 500 or NAS 100. Though it's not as volatile as Bitcoin either, but it can make you as much money as those markets can as well. And so it's like, well, why not? Right. So understanding that gold can make you a substantial amount of money, it's definitely worth it. Ba-dum-bum-bum. And then I'm going to just drop. This is my YouTube, guys. Make sure you tap into the YouTube. I'm just gonna drop it here in the comments. Make sure you guys tap into the YouTube and watch it from there. And unless you want to be on screen, definitely let me know in the private comments or private chat. But other than that, I would suggest watching it on YouTube. All right, so back to the sauce. We're gonna get right into it. So again, July is all about the mindset. Don't forget that we're talking a little bit on the book Flip the Fun. And that's something that I'm holding close to my heart to where it is a book being written alongside of you guys. I'm writing the book for myself, yes, but you're a part of the journey. You're part of what I'm going to put in the book. You're going to be part of testimonials in the book. And so, I want people that are wanting to really learn about trading because the key to all of this is understanding how to make money, how to become that real millionaire friend that TRMF stands for. So for me, it's all about the growth. And how can we grow? It's by creating a different environment for yourself, a different mindset for yourself. It creates a different atmosphere. Your mindset can create the environment. Your mindset can create the wins that you want. But you have to have a strong mindset in order for that to even exist. And in order to have that, It's all about your discipline, consistency, knowing what you can and what you can't control. And most of the time, what we can control is ourselves, right? So let's take away MACD. Let's look at the 8-4 EMA. I'll take away all this stuff too. And before I even look at charts, guys, and matter of fact, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second, real quick. Honestly, I don't even look at charts for the first 10 minutes of me starting my trade night. I meditate, I look at my notes, and I reevaluate what is the task at hand to do. And that right there, I've already won my trading day. Because now I'm coming into it with a calm, collected mind and heart, energy, so I can see things much clearer. And when you see things much clearer, it becomes way more, it becomes easier for you to take, the risks that you may have taken because you're understanding what your risk is. You're calm and collected about it. You're not stressed. You're not worried about what your mom did to you or your dad didn't do to you or did to I don't know, but it's regardless of all those things that happen to you in your day or throughout your week, you're staying focused because now when you meditated and took that 5 minutes of clarity, you are in the zone within yourself. And so now when you see that clear, you can take that risk in that trade that you are scared to do on a regular day basis. But at this moment of time, because you meditate and you understand what's going on, you look at your notes, so you know what you need to risk, and you see what's going on during those trade times, and it might be in those negatives, you're calm and collected about it because you've already cleared that stress and worry away from your mind. Right then and there, that first 10 minutes of you meditating, you going over your notes and making sure you understand what you need to do is going to be the difference maker of you winning a trade or you losing a trade. And that's just the blank truth about it. So, with that being said, I definitely want you guys to understand back to the charts what that all means. So, when you come to these charts and you look at it, what am I looking at? Right now, you're clear. So, let me take away some of this stuff so you guys can see it clear. And if you don't know much about TradingView, some of the tools are here on the side. If you need more tools, there's always a little arrow there that spreads it out. Sorry, let me just go to this one right here. A little arrow, you can pick a different one. Let me go up a little bit more. Got a straight line, got a ray, trend line, horizontal ray, horizontal line, so you can utilize those. But I figured them out. As you saw, I starred some of those, and they are on my chart already set and ready to go, so I don't really have to search for them. All right, so again, you guys can learn that another time. Play with TradingView if you haven't already. All right, so looking at these charts, this is a lot of going up and down. Right, a lot of people tell me, "Oh, I don't know what that means. It just looks like a whole bunch of lines." Like, yeah, it is a whole bunch of lines, but there, if you look a little closer, look a little deeper, and if we go to a 4 hour with a broader view of these lines, they become individual lines now. They become something thicker than a line. Looks more like a candlestick, and a candlestick can get rid of mine. And a candlestick is basically what it means. It's a candlestick, so it looks literally like one of those long candlesticks you God forbid take to candle lits that be having sometimes. They hold the candles said to compare that, but if you guys know, then you know that literally a candlestick. So each of these represents 4 hours. Crazy, right? Each of these representing 4 hours. But for us to understand what has happened in the past, it actually is helpful to see that these candlesticks are all 4 hours. So now we can look at the pattern of what happened yesterday, and I have to look at it so broadly. Like, for instance, if it was on a 5 minute time frame, then we probably have to look at a lot more candlesticks. But since it's on a 4 hour, we don't have to look at as many. So when you look at the time, and again, I'm on Central Time, guys, so my time might be different than yours. So right now, this market is at 3.318, and that's at 9 a.m., right? If we look 4 hours ago, which was at 5 a.m., it was at a sell, kind of similar price area, but each candlestick is a different time, all right, and different slots. 5 a.m., 1 p.m., right? 9 a.m. yesterday, 5 a.m. yesterday, it was at a sell as well. So understanding that and knowing that that happened yesterday or this morning, or I'm sorry, that's definitely yesterday. That happened yesterday morning and it sold off like that, then we understand it's probably going to be in a similar area like it did this morning. And what it do at 5 a.m. this morning, it sold off. So most sellers are up and at it at 5 a.m. in Central Times. So we have to be aware of that and just understanding that each candlestick does represent something very significant in the way the market moves. But we're not going to go into too much detail because I could talk all day about candlesticks. But just understanding that this is a major key to you understanding what's going on in the market. Okay, so guys, understand that part and you'll be okay. So, again, how can we identify the candlesticks a little bit more easier? Is by identifying W's and M's. All right, W's and M's. And not to, you know, keep talking about flip the fund, but in flip the fund, there is all about how to enter a trade, how to execute a trade. And how do we do that is by identifying the W's and M's, meaning trend lines, resistance and support. All right. So understanding those two things is going to be key to even entering a trade. But again, we'll go over a little bit of details about that in a second. So back to the charts. Let's get it. Let me show you a good W, which right here, one. So leg over here, 1, 2, that's the other leg, 3 going down, and then 4 going up. Now it evened out right here, but it broke out of resistance, meaning this was resisted, so it broke out of that and went to a new higher high. And now we're reforming a W, in my opinion. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 legs going up. That's what I'm picturing, and that's what I'm trading for. Long position to wait for, but that just means it's going to be a big payout because obviously sometimes as an intraday trader, there's long periods of being in a trade. You could be in a trade for maybe 2 days and not and execute it on the third day. As a scalper, sometimes you can be in a trade for about an hour, it's probably the longest, or maybe 5 hours at the max. Most of the scalpers don't be on charts that long. Scalpers are people that want to execute a trade quickly. So they're not even really looking at the 4 hour. They're probably looking at it to understand the trend of the market, but they're not looking to enter a trade on a 4 hour time frame. They're looking to enter a trade on a 5 minute or a 15 minute or even a 1 minute. Um, and that is something that I utilize as a skill set, especially on nights where I'm just like, I want to get this trade executed and done. I definitely will scalp a trade. It just depends on, I utilize both intraday and scalping just to make it interesting for myself, but also, having key entries is very vital to me. So understanding that concept is going to be major if you want to be a very sniper entry type of person. Um, and again, that has to play a big part in your emotional capacity, how much you can take. Because, for instance, if I did want to enter this buy, I had to enter all the way down here. I can't enter up here knowing that it's at a level that it was resisted at once before. Why don't you want to enter at the top? Because what if this falls and then you lost all your money that you put in? And I understand you can not put a big lot size, but if you really want to make money, a certain amount of lot will determine that. And to determine maybe $100 for the day, you might need a little bit of risk in that. So maybe coming in here with $5 to $1,000 to make $100 a day, you're going to have to risk at least $100 maybe to then maybe make the $100 plus account. Now, obviously, that's risking 10% of 500, which is pretty valuable to me. 10% to maybe a 10 to 30% win rate sounds really reasonable to me. But if you lose that, right, you lost $100, then you lost that. Understanding that you didn't have to lose that if you entered the chart or the market the right way. So looking at the chart and knowing that you could have entered down here or even right here, but the market's now up here. If you enter that, it's basically getting FOMO that you're gonna miss out on more buys. In reality, you're probably gonna lose that trade that you just try to enter all late and then try to revenge trade to get that loss back and lose some more. So you maxed out $200 when you didn't have to do that, when you could have just waited for a pullback, meaning a pullback is something like when it goes up and it comes back to the same area that it was that you wanted to enter in, the pullback to the same common area of support. You could have entered one, two, three, four, five more times if you missed that trade back then. All right, so taking that in consideration, never ever the whole point of it is to chase the markets. We never chase the markets because there's always another opportunity. We never chase it. We might miss out on a day of money, sad face. All that it is, that all that you have to remember is that you have another opportunity to make money. You didn't lose your money, but you didn't make any, but you didn't, nothing happened to you. Now all you have to do is make money. All right, that's the ultimate goal is to make money. We never want to lose money. And most of the people lose money in trading. And that's the saddest part. I've lost a substantial amount of money in trading. If I tell you, you might cry. And looking at this right now, like I said, look at it's forming its red candlestick right now. And you would have entered on a buy. You would be sad right now because you would be in negative. Most people would exit if they see anything negative. I've been negative $1,000 before, and yet it went up to 10,000 before. So it's all about you just having the capacity to understand what is the reward and risk to reward ratio. I always do backwards shit. Risk to reward ratio is what you really want to take into consideration in this. So again, mindset. And I want to go over a little bit with you guys on what chapter one is going to go over. And honestly, it's one of the best things I could ever did for myself. At the same time, I'm teaching you guys, but I'm relearning and I'm understanding the concepts a little more in depth. And I did this for years. I've been learning about trading for years, but being able to explain it and learning it is two different things. And so, me being able to now explain and really give you guys the understanding on what it is, I feel super accomplished. I feel really good to be able to show you guys how maybe you can make $1,000 in a day. It's super easy, but at the same time, it's not because if you really don't believe that you can do it, you probably can't, and that's the messed up part. But the whole point of it is that you need to believe in yourself. I'm trying to get this Canva up here so I can show you guys the Real Millionaire's Friends book, the Flip the Funds, and hopefully it works. There we go, Canva, playing with me. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys again throughout these lives. I'm going to get better and better at having things more prepared for you guys. Honestly, I've been thinking about it a little bit as I'm doing this. So bear with me. But if you guys are on here, you know me that I always try to do things to help you guys. And make sure you guys subscribe and like the video, especially if you like what we're talking about on this channel. And this is my personal channel, so Chaz Zaire, we out here. Make sure you guys check that blog out too. I just moved back. I just moved to Dallas. I didn't move from Texas though to California, back to Dallas. So I did move back to Texas, but I never lived in Dallas. So yeah, check that blog out if y'all want to see it. But definitely, guys, follow the TRMF page. We're doing a lot more than just trading, all about money making moves. So you guys, make sure you guys support your girl. All right, let me see if I can share my screen with you guys for this one. And again, not to I really love this trade right now. I think I've just hit my top profit one on my account. Matter of fact, let me go look at it before I have no money left. Um, oh, here we go. Look at this in profit. I would share my screen with you guys, but I mean, I can't because it's not on Chrome. But just know that we're winning. You guys can see all that blue. I bought that gold trade there. I took an actual sell in oil. Oil is weird. I'm never trading oil. Well, I will trade oil again, but oil I gotta watch for a little bit because oil I assume was gonna do the same thing as gold as far as being uh, just and a good functionality to where it would do what previous market structure would do, but it pump fakes a lot. So I'm not used to that. I'm used to a traditional movement, like down, up. So for this, it's like, yeah, it's very functional. It's very wavy. But anyway, for the gold trade, it was super easy to get in. As you guys saw, I did get in that area that I was mentioning before. Um, Let me get out of here and just go back to you guys because I was looking at my other charts. And now my computer wants to freeze. Wow. Okay. Okay. I think we're here. All right. That. So definitely hit my top profit one, which was around this area where price was consolidating once again. Right. And it hit that area and it's surpassing. It's going up. And now we're hitting a new area. And let's look at it on 4 hour. I believe that was the 5 minutes. So 4 hour, much more broad, as you guys see. We're moving up all the way to this alert line right here. This is where I want my alert so I can maybe take a sell down. We will see how well this will execute. Because why? There's a point of support right here. Support broke this support, went down, created its new lower low. Now it's at this new lower high, and we're trying to get to this level of that lower high here. And if we get here and we break that, oh, we might just come up all the way up to this level of support. So we will see. We will see. That's why I have the alert here so I can re-enter or not. We want to see if it breaks or if it does not. It will definitely be a sell. Again, very advanced mindset there. I want you guys to understand this takes years for you to recognize and for you to feel confident in even speaking this out loud. Like for me to be able to teach you guys this, man, I'm low key crazy because like, what if you guys lose and you blame me for you losing your money? That can happen. But that's why there's disclaimers. And if you guys read the description, there's definitely a disclaimer there that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an educator, someone that is showing their experience within trading. And I definitely just want to help as many people as possible. And I'm doing the 10K challenge, by the way, guys. If you didn't know, guys, oh my God, if you didn't know about the 10K challenge, you have to enter the 10K challenge. It's about you coming to me with maybe $1,000 to $2,000, even 5,000, halfway there. And I help you make it into $10,000. But the catch is within 30 trading days. So under 30 trading days, you could be at $10,000 in one lump sum. Now, understand there are criteria for this, so make sure you guys fill out the form in the description down below if you are interested in joining the 10K challenge. If you are in the Discord group, make sure you guys tap in If you haven't already, what are you doing? You see all the profits. You see what we're doing on a daily. Me and Alex are going crazy. I have the two other clients that came in who want to be a little more private with it. So I'm not going to really display. But Alex, my guy, he's been making his $1,000 days. I need to get him more on the calls. We've been super busy. He's within the credit space too. So my guy has his own business going on, but he's making money on the side with me. And I'm just super grateful that he even trusts me to do something like this. But we're on our rise to 10K. So, guys, make sure you tap in if you are interested. Uh-oh. So my price has been triggered. I just got the alert. It definitely hit my top profit one. So take profit one has been hit. Let's go. That means I think I'm $1,000 richer. I think. But we will see. No, no, no. We love those $1,000 days. All right. And if you guys want to see more of the profits, make sure you guys tap into the Discord. I show most of my profits there. I don't really like to display them on, lives or anything like that. But definitely, if you guys are interested, the Discord link is in the description in the video. So tap in, just making sure you follow the 10K challenge that I'm doing for these clients. But yeah, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second and tap into the mindset with you guys. The mindset is key right now because in the month of July, that's all we were touching bases on. Okay. And it's really for the ones that really want to learn about trading. Trading is giving me such a freedom of life and understanding that I don't have to reform to just one thing. And I want to have that or give that ability to someone else that really feels stuck or just wanting to try something different to try to make money from. Like, this is literally all that is. I use this to make money, pay bills, and go on my merry way because my real passion, I'm a basketball manager and agent. So I love basketball. I'm an analyst as well. I'm a coach, trainer, I'm everything in basketball world. But that's my real love and passion. The money in this, as far as trading, is going to be a tool to be used for that business, as well as, business funding and everything like that. But understanding me having this as a source to be able to feel free, to be able to feel like I can dream and do the things I like, that's what trading brought to my life. And I hope to bring that to someone else and be able to share that it is possible. Guarantee you it is possible. So let's get to it. Let me show you what I've come up with as far as a book and what you guys have access to when you're part of the journey within me and the TRMF crew and what we're doing here with Flip the Fun. It's like I'm just so intrigued that I can actually write a book. Like, it's actually kind of incredible that I can do this. So yeah, bear with me. My computer's a little slow. Ooh, breaking out. I hate it. But you can't tell, guys. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let me see. All right, let's see if this one works. Oh, perfect. Ba-da-ba. This is so cute. And guys, if you don't know already, Canva is the way to go. Canva is like the greatest thing ever invented. Why? Because Canva be having, you can create ebooks on there, you can create calendars, you can create all types of stuff. And right now, as you guys know, I am um, making my book on there. So let me share my screen, see if it works. Bum, bum. Let's go here. Is it this one? Nope, it's this one. All right. Okay, okay, let's go. So I see that it's super far. So let me bring it in a little closer for you guys. Okay, so I like my little characters. Small accounts deserve big discipline. Hmm. What does that mean? Small accounts deserve big discipline, meaning you're 300 pounds and you want to lose weight. You have to have discipline in eating fruits, drinking water, eating healthier foods. It has to have a big change for you to have a big, uh, what? It has to have a big discipline for big change for you to ever lose that weight, right? So for you to ever make money in trading, you have to have discipline. You have to have a source of um, being accountable for your actions. So for me, being accountable for my actions is waking up at 3:30 and getting up out of bed and making sure I journal, making sure I meditate, make sure that I read a certain amount every day. That's my big discipline for me to be able to have the discipline that I need to flip or create money for myself within trading. And so, I've had emotional curves, and I wanted to share this with you in a diagram type of way to where you can understand that this is everybody. We are a wave of an emotional. We are a wave of emotional beings. And to be able to get over that, you have to recognize it, practice getting better at it, and also just actively doing it. So, all about the first thing is recognizing that most of us coming here are greedy motherfucker us. Why? Because we all want money. We all want to have some type of tangible money in our hands to be able to spend on something. So we're greedy coming into this from the gate. And I've experienced this as a someone that knows this for themselves, but knew that this was not an overnight success. But now helping people do it and knowing that people think that this is an overnight success, it's not. And most people are greedy. Most people, oh, come give me 500 and make this into 50,000 in this month. What, bro? I am not that person. It's possible, but not me doing that for you. And you do it if you think that it's possible. Try it. And it's not. I'm gonna tell you that now. It's not possible in a month. But it is possible maybe in 2 years, 500 to 50K, maybe that sounds a little bit more reasonable. Maybe even 5 years. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to get at is that most people come in here without understanding the whole concept and wanting success immediately. So don't come in here greedy. Don't come in here knowing that you know it all. Come in here with the mindset that you want to learn and you'll take your time. With this 10K challenge, though, you have an advantage to utilize me to be able to get a lump sum of money and then have a sum to really start your trading journey with. That's what I really want to help those that really want to trade and do this full time. Even though I asked on the forum if you just want to make money, if you want to pay bills, or if you want to go travel the world, whatever the case may be, I give you options. The ones that click, I want to be a full time trader. Oh, we about to be best friends because we about to go in. We about to be on these calls at 4 a.m. We about to be on calls at 11 p.m. and still wake up at 4 a.m. to get on these calls. Like, we're gonna be way more closer than probably family members because we're gonna be on the grind. And if you're part of that type of group of people, then tap into the Discord. Stop playing. So the greed and then excitement, you go up. You think that you can make all this money, and it goes right back down to you losing all that money that you put in. It's gone. Now you regret that you put that money in there, and you're so upset at yourself, maybe at me because maybe I lost your money, and now you're holding that grudge and you're being angry, and now you'll never do it again because you're fearful of you losing $500. $500. Think about that. So for me, this chart says it all. And I want you to understand this is every single person that I've ever met in my life that I ever heard a story from. They all go through this wave of emotional when they start trading for the first time. I went through this bad. The regret part of life was bad, guys. I wasn't very fearful. I was more like strategic when I came back into this. Because I'm looking around like, how are all these other people winning? And I just lost all this money and I regretted it. And I didn't even lose a lot yet. But I had to get over myself, get over that ego. And most of the time, the mental discipline, the patience, and the emotional regulation is going to be the difference maker of you succeeding or not. And again, guys, this is a little bit of what's in the book. I'm giving you a sneak peek and I'm giving you the raw. Like, I'm showing you guys the journey of how this is starting to then having it tangible in my hands and like selling it to Barnes and Noble or whatever. Like, guys, I'm so grateful to be even doing this. Anyway, mental discipline. Meditating daily before and after trading sessions as you write your affirmations and your goals as day-to-day trader, you have to do that. You have to do that. You have to show yourself discipline in tangible ways. Writing stuff down, taking a picture of your charts of that day. That's what I do. So I don't have to write everything down. So I know where I entered, I know where I exit, and all of that. And I keep them in my personal portfolio. And then I also posted in the Discord group. And that also is a reference back to what I used to do. And so I don't have to keep a file if I don't want to. I already have the Discord group. And that's there for you guys to keep yourself disciplined, screenshotting your results and putting it in the group and showing everyone what you've done, whether it's a loss or a win. I think showing both is very beneficial for everyone. Because if you show your losses and you show how transparent you are, people are going to be more open to sharing their losses too and wondering why they lost and help you guys figure that out. We can all work as a team. And then in the group of TRMF, I want to be able to share more of the results from you guys. I share a lot of my results and show you guys what I've done. But some of my clients do that as well. But I want some more interaction. So if you're in a Discord group, make sure you guys display some of your results. I want to see those. And if you aren't, and you are a trader and you've done things and you want to be a part of this community too, definitely tap in, guys. I want to have everyone in there. And having patience is key too. Being able to remain calm, like I was telling you earlier, in stressful situations, such as large down draws. Oh my God, like earlier, I was telling you $1,000 in negative. How would you feel? Losses or even minor mistakes that every beginner trader experiences. And I want you to understand you're not alone when you make a mistake. I've made plenty of mistakes. The other day, I made a mistake while losing $600, but that was my max, and I didn't trade the whole entire day and weekend for that. But you have to understand what you need to do and how you recover. I'm okay with losses because I know we're winning and I know how much money I have in that account. So at the end of the day, understanding that and being calm and not stressed is going to be the key. I promise you that. Emotional regulation, being able to maintain a peaceful mind, excuse me, having a peaceful mindset when understanding pressure, when under pressure, when able to remain calm when things are going bad is when you know you have grown as a trader. Emotional. Let's go. I think that's a type of trader, emotionally. Let's type it in. See, guys, helping me proofread and stuff. Let's go. Let's go and see. We're gonna and I'm gonna have a publisher go over this guys as well. So it's gonna be a lot more things in the book, but these are the notes that I already have so far. And hopefully this is something that is beneficial to you and be able to really utilize later as a day trader. So I just a little bit of what I want to share with you guys today. And I just want to make sure you guys go subscribe to the channel and also tap into the Discord group if you haven't already. Man, I'm just super grateful to be able to be on here with you guys and be able to just share my journey. And hopefully you guys got something out of today. We're going to do this every single morning at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern. So definitely tap in if you guys want to be a part of this next time. But for now, guys, love you. Till next time, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Let's go, Chazayer. We are out. Let's get it.